Now, this has an announcement come from Buckingham Palace in the last couple of minutes, and it's a statement by Prince Andrew in which he has announced that he is relinquishing his title, the Duke of York. He says, in discussion with the King and my immediate and wider family, we have concluded the continued accusations about me distract from the work of His Majesty and the royal family. I have decided, as I always have, to put my duty to my family and country first. I stand by my decision 5 years ago to stand back from public life. With His Majesty's agreement, we feel I must now go a step further. I will therefore no longer use my title or the honours which have been conferred on me. As I've said previously, I vigorously deny the accusations against me. The pressure had been building hugely, Jeff, on the Duke of York, but also on the King to be seen to do something about his brother after a string of further accusations, more revelations about his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein, the recent email that was published that showed that Prince Andrew kept in contact with Jeffrey Epstein after he had said that he had cut off all contact, the interview that he'd given on Newsnight and made it very clear. Also, his association with a Chinese spy, Sarah Ferguson's contact with Jeffrey Epstein as well, hugely damaging to the royal family and a distraction for the King. There was a lot of pressure on the King to do something. It looks like there have been some pretty heated discussions going on at Buckingham Palace. And Prince Andrew, as we will now call him, not the Duke of York, is not using his title or the honours conferred upon him. So that means he will also no longer be a member of the Order of the Garter, the highest order of chivalry.
So it's a huge development. You said that the statement alludes to the idea that we have come to this decision. How much do you credit that, or do you think that this is the King to sort of push him for this outcome?
Look, I think the King has been considering what he needs to do about his brother, and the preferred method would have been that Andrew did this himself, because for the King to do it, it requires an act of Parliament. For him to strip Andrew of that Duke of York title, it would have to go to Parliament. So for Andrew to have taken the decision himself, that does make things slightly easier for King Charles, but I don't think Andrew has done this very willingly. We know that he has been fighting against any moves to demote him for a very long time now. They wanted to get him out of Royal Lodge, wanted him to downsize to Frogmore Cottage. He point blank refused to do that. He has still been there, turning up at the Duchess of Kent's funeral, smirking on the steps of Westminster Cathedral, for example. He has been very much there, front and present, very visible when he can be, not allowed to big state events, but at those family events, he has been seen to be making the most of it. And I think now he has been persuaded to do the right thing, and that is take this decision to no longer use his title, no longer to be called the Duke of York.
Just one last quick question here. I mean, obviously the developments this week in terms of a suggested connection with the Chinese spying case, do you think that that was the final straw that broke the camel's back?
I think the fact is, with Andrew, it just never goes away and it never stops, does it? There is accusation after accusation, week after week, and all of them come back to the associations that he has made with wealthy people with perhaps dubious morals. Jeffrey Epstein, of course, being the most infamous of those. His connection with Yang Tengbo, the photograph that was published of him today, again with another person at the centre of allegations around Chinese spying. And so I think this will have taken some time to come to this decision. There's been a lot of work on this. But yes, what has happened over the course of the last few days will have been the final straw. And a sense in Buckingham Palace, enough is enough.
OK, Sarah Hewson, royal correspondent, thanks so much for joining us at such short notice.